Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with another episode of RimWorld. This is the medieval and magic colony with the heavy emphasis on magic. We do have quite a few magical pawns. I'd say probably about a third of our colonists, roughly. I haven't done the math or counted, but we've got 25 pawns. You can see if I select all of them, there's a nice variety of spells here, but we're always on the lookout for more of them here at the colony, and we also have one tamed Thrumbo. Check that out. That's weird. It looks like that guy's riding the rocks, but he's actually not. Anyway, things are going pretty good here. Now, that's just temporary, though. You know how Randy Random is. And in fact, in the very last episode, which, by the way, if you missed those, you're just tuning in, there's a link to the full playlist down in the description. But we turn the difficulty up. If we go to options, you can do that at any time, too. If you're new to the RimWorld game, go into gameplay, storyteller settings, and you can modify. Turn it down if it's a little bit too tricky. Change the AI storyteller if you want more of like a, a reliable storyteller than Randy. But all we did was go from blood and dust to losing his fun. So we turned it to the highest level of difficulty. I didn't go into custom and adjust the 500%. Not really looking for anything that punishing, but I do want to be tested. I'm always up for a good challenge. And here, RimWorld does present those challenges quite a bit. But like I said, we're just waiting. There's quite a gap between our last little event. You can see the little red pip here, and then nothing for just ages, or at least what feels like ages. So the tension is building, and we are just waiting on Randy. Well, I was just going through the work tab, assigning some people to do some stone cutting so we can expand our buildings a little bit, and we got a new research just popped up. It's a very exciting one, too. We are looking at the magic tab, and we just finished enchanting, so we can get the gem crafting table up and running. I'm really trying to push this tab right here specifically, get as much cool magical stuff opened up as possible. So let's look at this together. We've got the Arcane Forge. Allows mage to wield raw arcane power to create material objects. Okay. It's kind of vague there. I mean, again, we're going to do all of this stuff. Oh, here we go. Magical equipment. Yes, this is what I want. Let's keep looking, though. Okay. More like spells and tomes and stuff, it looks like. Mechanite reprogramming? What? Oh, okay. Gem. Yep. Enchanting. That's cool. Yeah, we'll have to get that. Does that... Okay, I'm just remembering, too, some of these will probably require, or might require, like, prerequisites, like those scrolls and stuff. But actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't see any requirements for these guys. That's good, though. So... Golem theory. Yes, someone just pointed out in the recent episode that golems are pretty good. I've had people mention that too in other comments. So big shout out to everybody who's leaving comments on the videos. I appreciate you all very much. But anyway, let's just go down the list here. Actually, no, screw that. We're going for equipment first. Yeah. I like that. But again, I'm going to try and do all of this tab with a pretty heavy priority. I have been bouncing back and forth, picking up some stuff, that might be useful to us, but we got to get that magic research accomplished. Oh boy, check it out. So we just got another inspiration here. Speaking of the magical side of the colony, Jacques has seen a vision of arcane potential. He can achieve the power of a arcane mage with the assistance of the Void Seeker. So I don't remember if it was the last episode or a previous one, but we gave Jacques, we put him through that ritual, which like instills the magical gift in him. So let's get this thing accomplished. I don't think it's on cooldown, but let's go ahead and just check. So if we do superior gifting, yeah, I'm pretty sure this one only pops up whenever someone's just had that inspiration. Now it does say performed recently, 22%. So I know from experience, my very limited experience with the fluid ideology, that this actually does kind of show you a timer. So this is counting down from 100% when you, like the instant after you do the ritual, and the longer the time goes on, the lower this number gets. So for instance, we come to, I was just looking at these. And if we grab Bara and try to perform... Is it not working? Oh, I think I just set it in action too, didn't I? Oh, let's cancel it real quick. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Well, you know what? I just realized if I cancel it, it'll reset that timer, won't it? Oh, shoot. Well, let's try it. I don't remember what the percent was because I didn't intend to do this, but did I even set it up properly, though? I think it probably is set up properly with the right pawn. I mean, because Jacques is the only viable pawn for this. So let's just make sure, though, because if he's not the one... Oh, goodbye, Sully. You're not invited. Oh, she is invited. She's just going to stand up in the back and insult people. Oh, my guys. Yeah, here's Jacques. He's on the altar. So at least we got it set up for the right person, although it might fail, which would be a shame. But let's just see. It worked. Look at that. Encouraging superior gifting. I wonder if it's like a guarantee to work, really, like even though it shows like a certain percent. I don't know, though. I really don't know if that's true or not, or if we just got incredibly lucky there based on my stupidity. But look at that. We also got some insect jelly showing up, which is good. I still haven't reset the ideology or reformed it, but we're getting there. No doubt about it. In fact, hey, wait a second. Did that give us enough points? Oh, we're 1 point away. So in other words, I'm going to take off Tunneler, so that insect jelly will probably end up selling it. But anyway, the whole point of that was for Jacques to become our newest magic user. And actually, I'm really pumped that he became an arcane mage. Now that I've got experience with Connie as an arcane mage, I know for a fact that magic missile is pretty devastating once you level that all the way up. So that'll probably be one of the first things we do. But Blink is fun too. So anyway, we're well acquainted with the arcane mages here at the colony, and we love them very much. Well, the ritual is just finishing. People are getting some food. I'm just kind of watching Jacques. He's going to sleep and stuff. But I recently had a commenter shout out the channel. Appreciate that, the compliments. It's always very motivating to hear the nice things you guys say, but also requested to have a pawn named after him too. So I think Jacques here is an ideal candidate, even though I do love saying the name Jacques. It just kind of rolls right off the tongue. I think our newest magic wielder is going to be now known as Zombie King. Let's go. All right. If anybody else would like to have a pawn named after it, like I said, just drop me a comment. I don't mind. Just don't get too attached to them. And also, I'll say that gender is not a thing here in the RimWorld, so don't be offended if your pawn is the wrong gender. But either way, I think we've chosen well here with Zombie King. So welcome to the colony anew. Well, speaking of welcome backs, Chris has just arrived from his little quest. We sent this man out all by himself. Oh, he's putting on a new shirt. Welcome back, buddy. Have some clothes. But yeah, he was. We had a little quest come up, and it was a pretty good reward. Some sort of masterwork bow, as I recall. But he's been gone for like 8 days, so he's going to go grab a meal. Now, the only issue with Chris here is he's the wrong ideology, and I pointed this out when he left too. It was nice not having this age reversal demanded notification up there. So I'm gonna redouble my efforts to convert this bumpkin over here. We've actually already, luckily, did they reduce the scroll speed here with the keyboard? Because I hate it. Anyway, we've already converted over Freya. She is now a father worshiper. Bara, or no, I'm sorry, Indo specifically is her idol. And yeah, so that means I can use Bara's conversion for our boy over there, Chris. But just wanted to point it out. It is good to have our colony once again at full strength. So maybe, in fact, we should start to think about some sort of excursion onto the world map. I don't see any more of those ruined outposts or whatever they're called. There's an item stash linked to a quest, but I might do a trade. I don't know if it's been long enough since our last trade, though, that these items might have regenerated. Because despite the number of settlements around us, there's a limited number we can actually trade with, sadly. All right, well, oh, check that out. I was going to talk about the barracks, but we just had a growth moment pop up. That was good timing. I think we can do both things, but first let's take a look here. This might not be a big one. Oh, we do get to choose some stuff here. It's for Pex. Okay, so this is our little impid. Yeah, our second colony impid. Might be the second non-baseliner too. That's it. Wow, we've seen very little like good enough pawns to capture recruit. But anyway, what do we got for a boy here? I always like to choose my trait first, and they're not great. Cannibal might not be bad, and I'll tell you why. I'm pretty sure for those golems, people have mentioned that we need human meat for that, so having a pawn that doesn't mind butchering up human type would be good, although it's still probably going to piss off the rest of the colony. I mean, the only other real option would be like teetotaler, maybe very neurotic, just because the global work speed is a pretty huge boost. But man, since he's an impid, he's already got genetic pessimism. So he's going to be like mentally breaking left and right. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to do very neurotic. Like I said, that work speed increase globally is pretty big. That's a pretty big thing. That affects almost everything they do while they're awake. All right, we've got 3 skills for a passion, so which is very good. Always looking for more construction types. And definitely a planter. Heck, a miner too. Jeez, this is going to be a good pawn. I like it. Yeah. All right, little guy, you're free to go. So I wanted to touch on the barracks setup here. I mentioned in the previous episode that we're basically, instead of digging out more and more individual rooms like I started with, we're just going to go to a barracks setup for the rest of the pawns that show up. And there's several reasons for that. I just want to touch on this briefly for new players or anybody who might not be aware, but the barracks honestly is a superior setup for multiple reasons than having individual rooms. First, though, if we address the downside of the barracks, your pawns do get a little mood debuff for, number one, disturbed sleep. Now, also, they're going to get a mood debuff for living in a barracks if it's not a really nice barracks, but if you make it nice, then that buff goes away. Although they'll still probably have this disturbed sleep buff, but it's very minor. So just keep that in mind. If you do decide to go with the barracks, there's no way to avoid that. They're going to have disturbed sleep. But that being the only, one of the only downsides of it, the positives far outweigh it, honestly. So, for instance, what kind of reminded me of it too was this large sculpture that I just ordered placed. So if we cancel it real quick, I'm going to grab it from the stockpile. So you can see whenever I have a room like this, I'll insert a statue into it, and that at best covers 2 pawns, probably just 1 pawn, depending on if they're in a couple and are married. So that's good for this 1 pawn's room. But if I have a statue that covers, in this case, 8 beds, and the room that, inside, it easily boosts all the moods of these pawns, presuming that these are all filled up. And the same is true for the decoration stuff. You can even put your recreation and dining room into your barracks if you want to cut down on travel time, and they'll get a bonus for their bedroom, for their rec room, and for their dining room, all just by decorating this one space. And of course, you can make it larger, just give a proper roof support. Heck, you can house 20 to 30 pawns in a very small size footprint with a barracks, and that's another big bonus to it. I've got less than 25 beds here, and this is a huge space. That's the largest part of my colony is the bedding, but we could easily fit that many in this one small room here, relatively small. But anyway, I don't want to go on and on about the barrack setup, but honestly, it is much, much better than individual rooms. But it's fun, I think, from a role-playing aspect to deck out the rooms, but at the same time, you've got to min-max stuff too in RimWorld, especially when you play on those harder difficulties. Well, we just finished another ritual, and it was successful, so you know what that means. We can now reform our ideology, which is good. We've been wanting to do this for a while, so let's click on it. Let's get this done. Okay, we're going to go in here. Let's remove the meme. So we want to take that one off. Boom. So and someone did tell me in a previous episode you can remove 1 at a time. We could obviously remove more, but we'd have to do a bunch of rituals again and get the Reformation going. But we can remove 1. Now the question is, can I add 1 at the same time that I remove 1? I'm looking for... actually, we've already got the one I want, Collectivist. Yeah, I think that one... Shoot, you know what? I should have saved it before this, but that's okay. I just want to make sure we have the production specialist available, but that comes from the collectivist, right? Doesn't show it, though. I might be confused, but is it human primacy? Production specialist. Yeah, it won't let me add this one. Maybe we'll have to do it down the road, but that's okay, just more rituals. But we're getting rid of the tunneler one just because we haven't been growing any fungus and we don't have like an endless supply of insect meat, although it's been coming pretty steadily. But our work with the tunneler meme is done. And, you know, since most of our gardening's outside, this will help their moods quite a bit, I think. So let's hit done. Yes, that's going to be incompatible. We're going to go and change that here shortly. So we'll hit confirm. Now let's go to the next one. And okay, so we want, for one thing, I want to corpses. I want this to be changed here. I want them to not care, but it won't let me. We need cannibal supremacist. Would probably be the easiest one to get. Pain as virtue isn't bad either, but alright, so we'll have to wait on that one for another reformation. We'll put despised here for the insect meat. Okay, I think everything else is good. Now let's look here. So at our roles, we've got the Void Seeker, the Moral Guide, Divine Father, and that's all we can do, unfortunately. Yeah, we definitely need another reformation. I think our rituals are fine. I can't have any more than this. We've got a full suite, and they're all set up the way I like them so that I can perform them at any time. There's no, like, calendar ones or anything. Yeah, unfortunately, everything else is good, so that's going to be it. Yeah, we'll have to wait again, like I said, and reform down the road to add the role, but that's okay. We've been going this long without a production specialist or anything else, so let's go ahead and say that's it. It's reformed. I don't need to save it. 0 of 18. You can see we're already well on our way to the next one. Well, not well on our way, but we've started the journey towards what will be, I think, our third reformation. Okay, we knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Randy has sent a raid our way. So, it's a group from House Aswan, who we've faced off before. They have really cool duck helmets, and I haven't looked at them at all, so I don't know what's coming our way. We've got 7,600 threat points used, which is pretty big. It might be the biggest, like, actual human raid we've seen. There's some relationships, and that's it. I'm just looking over it. I don't see our boy Ant. I was just checking. This is not the faction that kidnapped him, but you never know. Maybe they traded him away. Who knows? But let's go over and inspect him. Looks like we got two groups. Oops, and I just clicked off the message, but that's okay. We'll find him. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, look at this. They've definitely got some magically gifted pawns in here, too. Yeah, I like that we can see their spells. That's interesting. Let's see, so I did spot 1, 2, 3 in this group. Oh boy, that might be it. Maybe I'm missing one. Oh yeah, there's another. No, that's their little tabard. Okay, there's a couple. It's not super important I get extremely accurate count right this second, but as they're approaching the walls, we definitely want to be on the lookout for them. So here's the other group. Okay, let's see. I'll go ahead and grab them all real quick. Definitely got a caster or two or somebody in here. Don't recognize these abilities, so it's a strange one. That's one of the cool things about, well, there's several cool things about the Rim of Magic, as I've stated in the past, but there's a huge variety. At first, I wasn't quite sure about that. I was like, oh, this is overwhelming, but it definitely means that, like, you'll probably not see all the different classes in a single playthrough. You know, you're going to have to do multiple colonies to fully experience this mod. But what do we got here? So what is this guy? I'm interested. Shadow. Yeah, we have seen that before, but I don't remember much about it. So here's him and maybe one or two others here. I see one right here. What are you? Bio. Succubus. What the? I didn't even know that was one of them. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Genetic strain, cancer, enhanced physical attributes. That might be just a trait. I don't know. Wait, no, she's got abilities. Yeah. So that's an actual physical class, I assume. Well, anyway, enough staring at the succubus. Let's not get caught in her charming gaze. We've got preparations to make. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's anything I can do to really like soften them up before they just get triggered and come at us, but maybe I'll send some of the animals out there. I don't know. We've got the Thrumbo, but she's pretty slow. She's got a pretty bad brain scar. Well, let me go ahead and set everything, all the mundane stuff like the zoning and all that crap up too. Oh, and that reminds me, somebody pointed out that I haven't been using my defensive positions mod. And thank you for reminding me. I was kind of waiting until we got our front lines set up a little bit more, and that is accomplished. So I think after I get everybody set up this raid here real quick, we'll save the positions so that way I can just push a button. If anybody's unfamiliar with this mod, it's super simple, very easy to use, and yeah, straightforward. But anyway, like I said, give me just a moment and we're gonna have some fun. Okay, well, just to show off how this mod does work for anybody who's unfamiliar, I'm going to select everybody now that I've got them all in positions that I like, you know, and I can always change it later and just save an individual pawn so we don't have to get the whole group out here. If I want to like move somebody a little bit, you know, that's easy to do. But anyway, we're going to select whatever pawns we want to mark for a specific group, and they need to be in the spot you want them. So, like I said, this is good enough for right now. And once we get them, don't be distracted by all the icons here. Look at the positions one. Now, I just turned it on advanced. You can toggle advanced mode by right-clicking. And that basically just goes from 1 position to 4. So advanced mode gives you like 3 additional spots. So if you got like multiple sides of the colony you want to defend, you can have the same pawn set to different areas. And then again, it's super easy. So once you've got them where you want, choose whichever shield icon is appropriate for your choice, and then you right click to save slot 1. There we go, and it says 25 colonists. That's our entire group except for baby Toll. Not old enough yet, but so it's super easy. If I just go ahead and release everybody now, they'll go back about their business. But if I grab them, as far as I remember, I don't even have to recruit them. I could just click this. Yep, and they're instantly recruited, and they all immediately go right back to their position. There you go. So quick and easy. All right. The army has announced their assault, just like they used to do in the old-fashioned days. They'd let the opposing side know, hey, we're starting our assault now, so let's have everybody line up and shoot at each other. We're going to have some, hopefully, better luck, though. So I have been, while we wait for the raiders to get here, I've been kind of souping up some of the defenses out here. As you can see, I've added the, what are these called? Cavalry spikes. Then we've got some of the reinforced trenches here, just mixing it up. I've never played with these kind of security things, so trying them out. Obviously the goal is to kind of funnel them into the traps here, you know, so we've got either side. There's a little gap here that they can clearly go through. But let's just pause and make sure everybody's getting into place. Yep, looks like everybody's good. We got Kibby is here with all the animals. I've got all of them that are capable of fighting, that is. You know, there was one thing I wanted to do. This is a good example. I want to make sure one of our, like, martially or physically adept pawns is down here by the second door, so we can have him come out there and take care of anybody who's trying to get around and flank us or whatever. Shooting from the sides. Oh, boy. Man, okay, so we got both groups coming in, looks like about simultaneously. If we're lucky, some of them might actually try and destroy the walls over here. Usually they don't have much success. They'll knock out a block and get distracted by something else, but we'll see, we'll see. Yep, see, some of them are going for the walls, I think, which is good. Again, that'll help distract them, and we can pick off their friends, because these guys are definitely coming straight at us, so... I mean, you know what? I should put a wall. I don't know. I won't worry about it now, obviously, but now I am a little bit nervous about them breaking in and hitting us from the backside, but let's stay focused. Okay, our turrets, or the pylons, are opening up. First things to fire. Here come the sentinels. It is dark out here, guys. Hard to see. That's intentional. I've set up these roof supports and put a bunch of roofs in so they don't have good visibility. You know, we've got torchlight. Our pawns can see just fine. But out here, the raiders are penalized because they don't see as well. Okay, I'm just looking for any of these other pawns that might have magical abilities. Don't see any up yet. Alright, let's just check. God dang, look at all these guys on our walls. Whew. Oh, nice. Alright, the people with wands are starting to open up. They're coming in range over here. Alright, let's make sure that everybody's using their abilities real quick. Okay, over here I've got Sully casting a defensive pylon, and I'm putting it outside the wall intentionally. That way the raiders might be drawn to attack it instead of shooting at our colonists, and they should be fairly easy targets. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Connie's fine. We'll turn on her shadow ability. That way she'll buff up some of her friends, but she should be okay. Let's go down the list here. The Huntress, she's on automate for her arrow storm, so she'll use that probably. Let's just go ahead and order it. I should save it, shouldn't I, for one of the actual... Yeah, let's keep that down. I'll come back to Huntress here in a second. Let's find the next pawn who we can target something with. Okay, we've got Emerald over here who is our Geomancer, so I'm going to move her into a slightly different position. I don't know what this Earthen Hammer does, but I think it might be appropriate to drop it right here as they're coming in this big group. Let's just see what this does. Now, also, we got to pause occasionally. There's one right there. Boom, we got ourselves a monk. Ooh, we got to take him down quick. So let's go to Bear real quick. I think this guy is still probably outside his range. Or there's something like disabling shot. Yeah, what about a headshot? That's a little bit better. Those are on automate though, so you should be using them. They're definitely throwing out some heat. Our guys are, I should say. Alright, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. What is that? Oh, I think that's a snowball. What are you right now? Ice Mage. It is a snowball. Oh, Christ. Where's that going? I think it's time to release the animals. Kibby, come on out. Let's do this. Animals go. Now, where was our Emerald? Oh, shit. She's stunned. Look at that. How did she get stunned? Well, the Earthen Hammer did get cast. I think it did. Looks like it's on cooldown. Alright, Kibby, get those animals out there. They're going to be a huge distraction. Come on, rocks. Kibby's going to have to expose herself a little bit. What? What was it? Strike? Massey got killed by some sort of magical spell. Oh, no. That's okay. That's okay. Massey was more or less one of our pawns that we were using for cannon fodder. Shoot, but we got to figure out who killed her. It gets so chaotic. We got an Ice Mage right here. Alright, let's use Barra if possible. Let's see, has he got his... Nope, see, he's got him on cooldown, so he is using them, which is good. That's what I want. You know, but where's the Huntress? Where's she at? Alright, we've got her. Arrow Storm, ready to go. Let's do it. Focus on this guy right here. I think she got him. Yep. Took him down. Alright, so... Let's see. I want to select the full group here. There's definitely somebody else out here that's active. Alright, look, they've taken one wall piece out, but there's a couple up here. No worries, no worries. Doesn't look like they've broken through. So we need to get these guys to surrender. Now, what I'm going to do is actually, believe it or not, hold open this door. That way, if any of the guys who do destroy the walls, like finish up and actually destroy a block, they'll be triggered to hopefully come over here towards the open doors. So, Kibby, get back now. Alright, hold on. Let's get things situated. There's another spell I want to cast real quick. Alright, I think this one's pretty potent, but our girl Sully has the ability to summon an elemental portal. And I think this is going to be pretty devastating. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, these things are obviously powerful. We've had many pawns fall to the elementals. Speaking of that, Beetle's pretty messed up, buddy. Can you do something with your elemental defenders? I forgot he had this ability. Heck yeah, get him out there, bro. I see. Oh, Beetle just fell. Damn. Oh! The monk jumped in here somehow. No way. He's doing what we should be doing with Kaz, isn't he? Holy crap. I didn't even realize that right away. That's insane. Oh, is he the one who killed her? Oh, that is so intense. Cookie, get over there and take him out too. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, okay, let's just hold up for a second. So, Blade's fine. Actually, Blade should probably stand back so you're not in line of fire there. Okay, we've still got a lot of fighting to do. I'm just looking at everybody's health. Everybody seems to be okay. Oh my god, alright, let's go. Oh no, take her out. Kaz, use something on her. Do a tiger stick. Why don't you... Oh, is he going to use it now? Just turn these on. Tiger strike's fine. Dragon kick will make him jump. That's fine. That's fine. Do that. Oh my god, guys. Oh, Emerald, how are you? She's just bruised up by that monk. Did the monk jump away? I think he ran away, guys. Are you kidding? It says he does not have enough chi to execute this ability. Oh, he's got 2 bars. I'm sitting here looking at the green bar like he's full of chi. But now apparently not. Alright, we gotta watch that. Cookie back over here. I don't know where that monk went to, but I gotta try and find him real quick. Okay, I found him. He jumped back over here into the rocks and stuff, so he's not done fighting, but I've got everybody attacking him. At least all these people here are attacking that one dude. So we're focused on the monk. Looks like these are holding up pretty well. The pylon's still up. The elementals are killing it. Nobody's trying to flank us down here. Alright, let's let time go. Might run a little bit long today, guys, but we're going to stick with this till the end. We got to make sure the colony is well defended. And we've still got this monstrosity. See how they're pulling away now? The doors are open, and as they destroy one block, they don't have the good sense to realize, hey, if I just knock out the rest of this, we've got an opening. So they'll trigger, after they destroy the one, they'll just say, oh, this is the easiest way now. But it's not true. All right, let's just make sure. Okay, fine. Okay, our Roxers are dying. That's as intended. That's what they're there for. Alright, we just lost another wall piece. If they do knock out a piece of the wall over there, we're going to have to shift some people to defend, but no worries, no worries. In fact, that being the case, let's move Blade all the way around. Blade, stay on the outskirts, but come over here in case you need to move into position. Oh! There's a gap. There's a gap now. Alright, let's get Cookie and them over here just in case. We'll put them on the side. Getting nervous, getting real nervous here. There's still a lot of guys left. So this first group's pretty much done, but we've taken some casualty and our mana's fairly well depleted, so this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be real rough. Okay, okay. Let's get... Damn, where's our Thrumbo at, by the way? Is it downed? Or am I crazy? Is it not in the fight at all? What the hell? Oh, it is. It's hidden. Yeah, there it is. Damn, it's already down too. Shoot. Okay, well, they're pouring in over here too, so I've got some of our melee people coming up. I don't know how good this is going to do it, but I've also got Cole come over here. I want you firing at these guys. Please, just shoot Cole. And I've also got Soul coming up, because she can lay down another turret. So where is she? Yeah, the other people, maybe I'll move the Huntress over here too, just to start supporting this side, because they're coming around down here as well. Alright, we've got the first group. Some of them are fleeing. That's hugely helpful. Alright, Kaz and Cookie are just going to stand here and take out any, attacks of opportunity. Let's turn his Thunder Strike on. Let's do a little Fire Spew. Get that going, bud. Come on, help him out. Alright, nice. Holy crap. I can't believe we turned him that quickly. Wow. Hold on. Sully, I'm not done. First of all, let's grab these doors. They can be closed now. Alright, Sully, I want you over here. And if she can get that pylon constructed, it's temporary, but we can still probably pick off a few as they leave, Alright, good. We're holding. Let's, real quick, I'm going to grab a couple non-violent pawns to rescue our down pawn. Alright, we got Sully coming in. Kaz is hurt, but you know what? He can just meditate, so I'm not too worried about that. He'll be fine in a moment. Let's get Sully over here. Ah, shoot. Cole and Huntress, they chased them off pretty well, but I think it's probably a waste right now. Let's save it. I'm going to save Sul's ability right now and her magic, because you never know. With Randy, things can get real crazy. He could send another raid back to back. That's entirely possible too. But looks like we've got some pawns to check out here and capture. Most of our people survived pretty well untouched. So overall, I'm going to say that was a positive victory, guys. I think we'll end it here, though. Like I say, we might have run a little bit long, but I hope you enjoyed the fight here at the end. And we will definitely start off the next battle, or the next episode, I should say, examining our prisoners. So hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, guys, and I will see you all on the next one.